Okay, let's go to Mark from St. George, Utah. YMYW crew, excellent show. Funny and informative. Joe's not arrogant, just confident. Screw them. Thin-skinned people.
Bees.
Bees that can't take it.
Okay.
All right. Jeez, Mark is aggressive.
Yeah.
He's got my back, though.
He does.
Anytime I'm in St. George, Utah.
You are. So you're confident. So that's what it is.
I'm just going to have to
We
look him
didn't
up.
really know.
Just hang out with me at the bars.
Yeah.
No.
Then you can see if you're really confident or
Well, no,
arrogant.
he said, then he can be my side hustle guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Wingman is what the word I was looking for.
Got it.
I thought you were going to put him to work.
Side hustle. What is it? Okay. That makes more sense.
Got it. Question. We have $400,000 sitting in cash ready for a down payment on a house. Since we are on the fence about buying a house, what do you think we should do with the money? Appreciate your insights, but not advice. Mark. Okay. All right. So he's got $400,000 sitting in cash. He's on the fence. Does he want to live in St. George or not? He's there because mom is getting a little older and probably needs a little bit of TLC from Mark in Wifey.
Sure.
What does he do?
Yeah. What does he do?
Oh, God, I don't know. If you're on the fence and if you're not going to stay there, it's not a great market to buy and sell in a year or two.
Yeah. I think you'd think of it as longer term. And as much as I would tell you it's surprisingly beautiful, I would not want to live there myself because it's too hot in the summer and too cold in the winter. So there you go.
Okay. Well, let's say even if it's not St. George, it's somewhere else, right? I mean, you need real estate. You need time.
You do.
You know what I mean? Because it's a
yeah.
big investment. You have $400,000 and you buy a house. And then you realize in 2 years that you don't like the neighborhood. You don't like the house. God forbid something happens to mom and you want to move back to wherever.
Right.
So what does he do? Now he sells, and who knows what's going to happen to the real estate market in 2 years from now, because the real estate market has done quite well since the crash of 2008, right? So it would be, in a 2-year time frame, I don't know. I would probably continue to rent until you know what's going to.
Yeah, that's what I would do too, because even if the housing market stays flat, so you got cost to buy, you got cost to sell.
Right.
The cost to buy would be some closing costs and points, let's call that 1% just to make up a number. But the cost to sell is probably going to be 6 or 7%. So if your real estate stays flat, and if you sell at full market value, you're still going to lose 8%. Just right there.
And then whatever upkeep and
by the way,
buying furniture and everything
and
else.
all that. And that's not 8% of your down payment. That's 8% of the property, right? Which eats in, you lose a lot more of your down payment. So I like to think of real estate in terms of at least a 5-year hold personally.
I would keep the money in cash. I would rent for the next year or two, see how you feel about it, and then from there go. Because if you're on the fence and you don't know what you're doing, I would think of buying a primary residence long term. It's not like, hey, let's do a quick flip here.
On the other hand, if he's asking what to do with the $400,000, if you're thinking you still might want to buy, you got to keep it safe. Put in a CD or something like that.
Are you prepared for retirement? Schedule a free financial assessment with an experienced financial professional right online at purefinancial.com.